If you're not used to doing a lot of crown, the best way for you to do it is to scribe it. Take your piece, set it against the wall, get your pencil, and mark your line, scribe it. Then you make your cut. Once you have this miter cut, you can tack it up. Just tack it, don't hard nail it, just hit 1 or 2 tacks on there just to keep it in place. Once this is here, you can take your other piece, cut your miter, butt it up against that, and then scribe the back side of this. Make this cut. After that, don't nail this piece. Take the back piece and scribe that one just like you did the other side. Then you know you have all your pieces to put together, and you can take this one and stick on here and nail it, and then take this one. Just tack it at first until you get everything lined up. Me, I'm used to doing this, so I just took my measurements for all 3 sides, and we're going to go over there and cut it. This is real important. Before you go to cut crown and you dead end it in the wall, make sure you take a piece and you set it on the wall the way it's going to sit on your cabinet. What I mean is get it level here, let it run into here, and see if you don't have a gap. If you have a gap like this, you'll take your pencil and you'll just scribe it and get a line on there. That way you make that cut first. This wall happens to be perfect up right at this point, and I'm not worried about it, so I just measured it. But if I had a crooked wall, and sometimes I do, that's what I'll do. I'll have to scribe that piece. I'll mark it, cut this, scribe it, and then I'll just go ahead and scribe the face. I won't take the measurement. I'll go ahead and scribe the face on it. This right here is my crown stop. I put this upside down, and I set it on my saw to where this is perfectly flush against my fence, the back of this. If it's turned a little bit sideways, your cut's not going to be good. That's why I like crown stops, because it keeps it tight and exact every time. So when I take my next piece, I cut it, it's going to match this one because they're both held in the exact same spot. My first piece is going to be the face. It's 36 inches wide, so I'm going to go ahead and make an outside cut right now. Put my 45 degrees, and remember this, if you have a 90-degree turn, you're going to cut 2 45-degree cuts. If you have a 45-degree turn, you're going to cut 2 22.5. Whatever your degree of angle is, and you can get an angle finder, you split that in half, and that's what your cut's going to be. You'll get it right every time. If it's off a little bit, say you have 46 degrees, then you're going to do a 22 or 23. You're going to do a 23-degree cut, and 2 of those will match up and give you the 46. So if it's off, you can still match it. I remember my goggles this time. You don't need a special table for cutting crown, but this really comes in handy, and it's not very expensive. It was about $100 for this table, and it holds my saw, and it keeps the crown flush, so I'm not having it fall back and forth when I'm trying to make my measurements or make my cuts. I got it tight up against the fence. Remember to cut slow and steady when you go into crown or any type of trim work. You don't want to have frayed ends. I work by myself a lot, so I don't have a helper to hold this and pull an inch. What I'll do is I just take the rubber off of my clamp, and I do have small clamps for this, but I forgot them today. So I'll clamp this right on the very edge, and that way I can take my tape measure and hook it on there and get a perfect measurement. When cutting expensive crown, you don't want to make mistakes and take chunks off of this. Try to get these things precise, right on the end, because sometimes you might be down to an inch. This crown has a slot right here, so I'll rip some little strips that fit exactly in that slot, and that's going to enable me to set it right where I need to set it on the cabinet. After I tack it in place, I'll put my square on there and push it. I'm only have 1 or 2 tacks with a pin nailer, so I can take it and maneuver a little bit. I take my speed square, I set it on the edge, and then I'll push it to where it's exact. Once it's exact, I'll come back over and shoot my nails. Then I'll take a little block and set on the back of here to give it some strength, because this is a tall crown. If it's a short crown, I'll take a bead of caulk and run on the inside after everything's glued and tight, and it's plenty strong enough. If it's 2 1/4 inch crown or smaller, when you get into 4 inch crown, you want to have a little bit more bracing behind it. Of course, I use the Swanson speed square. Swanson is the originator of speed squares, and they have the best ones on the market. When putting the doors back on, you have to be very careful. These are heavy doors, 42 inches, and it's solid wood, 5-piece panels, so they're pretty heavy. What I'll do is I start off with my top hinge so it's not flopping all over on me. I set it against my stile, line up my hole, run my first screw in, and I'm still holding on to it. Then I'll take and put my middle screw in and my bottom one. Placement of your ladder is crucial when it comes to doing this. This door has weight to it. You don't want to get too far away and let it pull you down. So. I need to just make the final adjustments on this, and I have 6-way adjustable hinges on these, so it really makes it a lot easier when you're trying to fine-tune things. Now you see what a bump out looks like. It really makes a nice look. Like I said earlier, you do not have to custom make a cabinet that's this deep. I just prefer to do that when I'm doing a custom job. If you have a 12-inch cabinet that's already built, you can take 2 2x4s on flat, screw them into the wall up top and on the bottom, and put a 12-inch deep cabinet against it. Then you still have to wrap it with a skin. This is really going to give a nice look. Once it's all done, your crown is going to dead end into the side of this on both sides, and of course we're going to put rope molding on this to really dress it off, and we're going to have light rail molding on the bottom of the cabinet. Check out my future videos and you'll see a completed kitchen once we have this all done. You're really going to like it.